So guys, this video took hours and hours to make, but I did it for those in need of this type of guide. I went to nearly every dungeon in the game and soloed it using the respective gear sets. I also scaled my skills down to the level you would be at, so it's completely fair. I only used the first complete set I got from running that dungeon, and while I didn't intend to use any legendaries, I ended up dropping 4 legendaries in the preparation of the video. So I will be using them for the dungeon I got them at. I will give timestamps in the description and comment section, and I hope that anyone who needs this type of guide can benefit from it. And I'm not going to talk during the dungeon runs, but I do want to mention I did mess up the Winter Outpost skills, but I did fix it, and that's why you see a cut. That being said, the gear I'm using for Dungeon, Desert Temple, is the Red Knight Warrior set, Battle Shout, the Ghoul Slayer, 20 physical points, and 6 points in stamina. Alright, I'll let you watch, and I'll cut in between the runs. Here you go. Alright, so far so good. For Winter Outpost, I decided to use the Ice King Mage set, the Ice Reaver, and Stacking and Piercing Rain. With that being said, I also put 15 points into stamina, and 40 for spell power, which is a total of 55, which is the level you unlock Winter Outpost Nightmare at. As you guys can see here, I'm switching. Winter Outpost did get easier than Desert Temple because I was meleeing. But yeah. So I'll see you guys in the next cut. Ah, Pirate Island. This was a fun one, I have to say. Doing this challenge was a throwback to all the old dungeons that I haven't done in a long time. Anyway, Pirate Island, I was lucky enough to get a full set of the Godly Mage set, which is a collectible set. I used a Staff of Gods, as that was one of the legendaries I did happen to get in the preparation of this video. And I used 2 OG Skull Flames Flex Flex. For spell power, I had 43 points in it, and I had 22 points in stamina. Yeah, Pirate Island was easy. Just took a little while. Hope you enjoy. King's Castle. This is one of the ones I did get super lucky on. It took a long time to get the set I was going for, which was any. It just would not give me the armor, and in all those runs, I got 2 Beastmaster War Scythes. I did end up giving one away at the end of the video, because all these sets I got, I'm gonna give away to players. So I did end up giving away the full King's Castle set with the legendary. I didn't record it, but it's gone. But yeah, I used a Beastmaster War Scythe, Titan Forged Armor, and a Beastly Warrior Helmet. I stacked Blade Throw with 60 spell power and 50 stamina. Underworld. This is one I haven't done in a long time. I did end up getting the full Glorious Mage set, which is collectible. I did not get a good weapon, but I did use the Vampiric Great Staff. I stacked Ice Totem with 15 points into stamina and 70 into spell power, and let me tell you, this one took a minute, but ended up getting it done. Samurai Palace was shocking to me. I didn't expect it to be as hard as it was, but this. So I used the Infernal Mage Armor, the Pink Pearl Spell Scythe, stacked Illusion Blast, and 80 spell power and 14 stamina. Um, yeah, it was interesting. Now's one of my least favorite dungeons. So this is where my luck nearly started to turn. Canals itself was super easy. I was using the Rogue Mage set, a mana infused Spellblade, double Vortex, 10 points in stamina, and 95 in spell power. And I do want to say that the Ghastly Harbor and Steampunk Sewers, unfortunately, I was not able to beat. Um, Man, my armor was just not good enough, and I'm not going to go back and grind for a decent set. So you can take that as you will, and just know that if you have what I used, you're probably not going to be able to solo it, but anything better, you can try. Alright, like I said earlier, I didn't end up beating Ghastly Harbor, but what I did use was Gray Hunter Warrior Armor, full set, dual Phantom Axe, Phantom Blades, and Pulse Beam, 15 points in stamina, and 100 in spell power. This was not enough to beat the dungeon solo, and I think it was due to my armor. But that's just what I was using. So yeah, so this is when the game's supposed to get hard around Ghastly Harbor. So take that as you will. Steampunk Sewers also surprised me. I didn't end up beating it, like I said, twice, but I thought I would. It's a short dungeon, but that also means they give you less time. So I used the Warforged Warrior Helmet, Industrial Warrior Armor, the Mighty Fusion Maul, Triple Blade Throw, Changed Energy Blast, 110 points in the spell power, and 15 in stamina. And I think I fell short on armor here again. So Orbital Outpost was the last dungeon I did. I did have Volcanic Chambers loot prepared. However, I can already tell you that it's not going to be enough to beat the dungeon. So I'm going to skip that. I will tell you what I used. Before Orbital Outpost, I used the Galactic Pike because I did drop it. The Alien Mage armor set, Energy Orb stacked, 115 points in the spell power, and 30 in stamina. Okay, this is a great setup right here. And it still shocked me on how difficult it was. So it really turns out that anything before Ghastly is easy, and when it hits Ghastly, the game just gets exponentially harder, which is crazy. And I'm going to tell you what I used for Volcanic, what I would have used. It was a Molten Forged Helmet, Lava King's Warrior Armor, Shattered Magma Blade, and Blade Fall. 130 physical, 25 stamina. But yeah, no, it was shocking to me how hard it got in certain points. Even though, like, right now I had good gear, like, great gear. It's a collector's set. It is a legendary. And I was still not even doing 1.5 trillion. I was doing like 1 point something. It was shocking. So you can learn the lesson that anything after Ghastly or anything after Canals, I believe, you're probably gonna need a carry for it because it's just extremely difficult to solo the dungeon if you don't have a legendary or just a really good armor set. So yeah, if you guys appreciate the hours I put in this, if you might, consider subscribing. I spent like half a night, like almost all of today, getting all the loot required. And even though I'm not going to put too much editing into this, I hope it is a good guide for those who need it, for whatever reason. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Hope those who benefited out of it are happy. This took forever. Not doing that again, but it was good to relive the dungeons. So yeah, the usual spiel, like, subscribe if you want. Honestly, this is kind of an L video. But have a good day, guys. See ya.